Yo, what's going on, sports people? This is your boy Larry. Happy New Year to everybody. Glad to see we all made it through to 2021. Hey, let's get into this. Let's get into this college football playoff. Big congrats to Alabama and Ohio State. The two finalists coming out this year. Um, yeah, I know. Just a couple days ago, I was railing on Ohio State, saying they weren't worthy, they didn't deserve this spot. But hey, they definitely proved me wrong, and I can admit that. I'm still not going to pick them for the final game because I think Alabama's going to put them in their place. But hey, I can't knock Ohio State, and I gotta eat my crow on that. One more thing about the college football playoff. Um, I don't have too much to say about Clemson. I mean, you know, you lost, you got beat. But Notre Dame. Look, people, can we finally get off of Notre Dame's back every time they get into a big bowl game or they get into they get into the college playoff, this year and they lost, and everybody jumps onto see, Notre Dame didn't deserve a spot. They don't. I'll say it again. Notre Dame earned their spot more than Ohio State did. So, you know, you can take that for whatever, take that however you want. But Notre Dame did everything we asked them to do because before this, people didn't think, people jumped on Notre Dame because they weren't part of a conference, but yet they always got some kind of national consideration. And I kind of agreed. I felt like, they needed to join a conference, and hey, they did that. So I think it's about time we stop, banging on Notre Dame because they got into a conference. They won the division in that conference. So, hey, we got to let them, got to give them credit where credit's due. And they made it to the playoffs. And, hey, honestly, we all know not a whole bunch of teams have beaten Alabama this year. So, there's that. Um, the next thing I want to jump into, and, kind of, this was kind of personal for me. And I should have got a bag to put over Bebo's head because I know he's upset. But I'm pretty sure by now everybody's heard the news that, Texas went ahead and fired, Tom Herman after 4 seasons. Mistake. And apparently they're going after Steve Sarkisian. Steve Sarkisian is the current, he's the current, offensive coordinator at Alabama. And, now you see why they want to replace Herman with him because, look at the success Alabama has. But I don't know how many of you know about Steve Sarkisian. Steve Sarkisian had a chance to, he got hired as the USC head coach a couple years back until he got drunk and shot his mouth off at some booster function, and he pretty much got fired after that. I know the drinking problem's gone, but honestly, I really don't think Sarkisian is going to be the guy you want, and mainly because Texas has nowhere near the weapons that Alabama has, and we all know Alabama has a stable of weapons. Alabama's three, 4, 5-star recruits deep at each position. I mean, what I mean by that is, at wide receiver, they got 3 and 4 guys that are 5-star recruits. At running back, they got 3 and 4 guys that are 5. So, guys, I can coach Alabama's offense and have some success, to be honest with you. I mean, Texas doesn't have the weapons that Alabama has. So that's one problem I see with this Sarkisian hire because you Texas fans, our expectations are way up here, and the production on the field is down here. So, like I said, with Ellinger being gone, Texas is going to be rebuilding, and you fans are going to have to realize that because you're going to expect Sarkisian to come in here and put us in the playoffs next season, and that's just not going to be the case. So all I can pretty much say is, I wish Texas, I wish them luck because I want to see them succeed because that's my squad. But, for Sarkisian to come in here and within 4 years turn us into a national powerhouse, I don't see it happening because Texas needs to work on, getting kids from Texas to even stay here. A lot of kids from Texas leave here. They go to Oklahoma, Alabama, LSU. Nobody wants to go to Texas anymore. So that's the first thing you're going to have to fix with Texas before you get a coach here. So, like I said, I wasn't a big fan of Herman because I know he got hired off of what he did at U of H. I'm not a fan of Sarkisian because y'all are hiring him because of what he did at Alabama. So, those offenses those guys coach, they put up numbers, but they also had weapons. Like I said, with the lack of weapons, I don't see Texas, making it to any kind of prominence, within the next 4 years. And that's, it's kind of what I said earlier this year when they came into the season ranked top 10. I thought that was too high for Texas. So, like I said, I don't think it's a good move. That's pretty much my general opinion of it. Like I said, any Texas fans out there to see this, if you think Sarkisian was a good hire, go ahead and let me know in the comments and, we can debate it. But, hey, guys, that's all I got for today. Once again, Happy New Year, and we'll look forward to seeing you, further on down the line.